back to books, I guess. Yeah, so there was a book that I read not that long ago. It was called Surrounded by Idiots, which was a fantastic read. And it basically gives you a kind of a play-by-play on everyone's personal characteristics. And it segments them into colors, red, yellow, green, and blue. And everybody is either a mixture of two or three, or some people are just like one. One color variations of people are quite rare, but they do happen. The most rare of all is being a combination of all of them. And so like red people are dominant and bullish and very forceful, kind of like our boss, to be honest.
Yeah. What we would call that a driver, right?
Yeah, but a driver for business and innovation. And when everybody else might be stuck, the red characteristics go, I fucking got it. And then they just send you on the direction. Yeah. And books like that are so helpful for sales and business, right? And you'll know that because what we do is psychological. It's building trust, how to read the person, and then how to react to them.
Of course, yeah. So one thing actually that your dad taught me when I started working here is that there's different personality types. Now, obviously, I knew there was different personality types, but we broke down each individual person. So you got 4 personality types. You got driver, expressive, amiable, analytical. So you got 4 different personality types. Now, most people, like you kind of said about the book, most people are a mix between the two personality types. Maybe strong in one and weak in another. And your dad kind of taught me how to get speaking to somebody, analyse their personality type, and then how to sell to that personality type as well. Yeah. Because if you've got a driver doesn't want to listen to facts and figures. They'll make up their own mind. They've got their own opinion. They'll make up their own mind. They want to be straight to the point. They don't want to hear any bullshit. Whereas if you're talking to somebody who's analytical, you need to go into every nook and cranny, every little detail, every figure involved, because that's how they make their mind up. That's how you need to learn to sell. You need to learn how to break down that person's personality type. I mean, at the end of the day, not everyone's the same. So why would you take the same sales process to everyone you meet? You need to learn how to break down the personality type, cater to that personality type, and sell to that personality type, and you're going to skyrocket your sales because everyone's different. Everyone's different. For anyone in any sales job, I would say that would be a great thing to learn is personality types and how to sell to each individual personality type. That's maybe something we can break down in a later episode as well.
That's a really good idea. That's a note right there. Just saying.
It is.
That's a fucking good one. Because that would also that's really helpful for people to know, and that's something that they can then take away and then also try to apply. Because the best way to kind of implement stuff like that is to just talk to fucking strangers, or do it with your friends. Try to figure out who your friends are first. Go hang out with them and be like, driver, analytical, amicable.
That's exactly what I did. I'd never heard of any of these personality types before I started working with your dad. And he's like, and now whenever I meet somebody, I can't help but say in my head, analytical, expressive, driver. I can't help but say that when I in my head when I start speaking to somebody. But it's crucial. It's crucial. Another thing that we can maybe talk about is question-based selling as well. That's something I know I'd never really done before.
That's a good one.
Finding out why. What is this person's why? Why are they here?
Yeah.
And the first answer is never the real answer. The answer to the real question is 3 questions away. Once you're 3, it's like I think of it as peeling back layers on an onion. Once you ask them the first question, you're only back past 1 layer. And what you tend to find when you start question-based selling is you'll get answers out of the potential prospect or buyer that they didn't even know that they wanted. I could be selling to a husband and wife and ask them a question and then dig deeper, ask them another one, dig deeper, ask them another one, and before you know it, the wife said something and the husband said, "Oh, I didn't realise that's what you wanted," because they've not even discussed that, but you've managed to get it out them because you know how to ask the right questions. Selling isn't about talking, it's about listening, asking the right questions and listening. And if you can ask the right questions and listen and then ask the right questions again, and so on, and keep doing that process, you're going to sell, regardless of what industry you're selling in, you're going to sell a hell of a lot more question-based selling than you are trying to spitball sales pitches at
sales speech. Yeah. There's a ton of salesy speech out there, and I've seen some stuff on YouTube. I've seen there's one guy who he goes over emails and stuff like that, and he likes to edit them and critique them. But rarely do I ever see anybody just asking a blanket question. Why are you interested in X? Why? That's the first question that I typically ask any client first thing, to try to peel back the first layer is, why are you interested in Orlando? Why are you interested in Miami?
Yeah.
What's got you thinking about purchasing in Orlando? Where are you coming from?
What's changed in your life?
What's your first initial thought out of your head? And then we can start from there. And then we can start to really dive deep into that. Because I get it all the time. It's like, I've been there a couple times and I like it. Oh, okay.
Well, tell me more. Why did you like it?
Why did you enjoy it? Where did you stay?
What
about staying there was good?
I mean, your average salesperson would say, "Oh, okay, great, you love it. Well, let's show you some property." No, dig deeper. Why do you love it? What was it that made you love it? What happened that's made you inquire and want to potentially come back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
these are. I mean, obviously, as you and I are learning, these are sort of the foundation for us. And hopefully people pick up on it, and hopefully people can take it away and try to do it themselves, and then let us know if it actually does work. It could be a crock of shit, I don't know, but it seems to work. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, okay. Sorry.
My AirPods just died.
I was just like, did they just quit on me?
Am I back? Can you see me?
Yeah.
And can you hear me? Yeah. And my AirPods died.
Okay.
So yeah, that was good. That was interesting. But we should definitely, let's cover the personality types, question based, and we should maybe do a podcast all about sales, different sales techniques that we use, different personality types, different questions, different discovery processes that you can go through to find out information. What questions do you ask? In what situation do you ask them? How do you sell to a driver? How do you sell to an analytical? We should go through all this, because it's definitely stuff that if you're in sales, whether it be real estate sales, tech sales, fucking book sales, I don't care. If you can find out more information or know how to extract the information from the person that you're trying to sell to, you're going to sell more of whatever you're selling.
Always.
Definitely. So let's take note. I've taken note. So we'll definitely go over that.